Hooks. It's, I don't know the exact URL, but I'm pretty sure if you just search Hooks on you'll find it. I am on Instagram under my, it's no big secret, my real name is Nicholas. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. I've got a TikTok. You can find me on TikTok and see what kind of ridiculous stuff I'm doing on there. I believe it's Brad Nicholas 1. And
see the exploits of Charlie. You can see the exploits of Charlie on TikTok.
Oh yeah, my cat. He's probably more famous than Cat Charlie. You can see him on TikTok. And if you go to my Facebook page or my Instagram and scroll long enough, you'll eventually find links to my store, a Teespring store, where you can purchase Heavy Metal Viking Hooks shirts. There's actually one style of shirt. It was the style I talked about earlier where I'm all bloody. It says, if you want blood, you've got it. You can order that image on shirts, sweatshirts, blankets, stickers, phone cases, mugs, leggings, you name it, you can get it. And then you can always contact me directly about buying any of my other shirts as well.
Okay, so see, and that's just an example, Hooks, of just how generous I am, just providing that time on this episode of Radio Dark to make sure that, the people can find you, that they can buy your merchandise, that they can show the proper respect for the skilled performer that you truly are. So, before we wrap up this episode, I have to say that, other than this, slight misunderstanding here at the end of the episode, this has been a delightful conversation. It has. We've had an opportunity to talk and give the listeners an opportunity to learn more about the career of the Heavy Metal Viking Hooks, all of the trials and tribulations, the extreme story of perseverance that you've shown to become the star that you currently are. But Hooks, as big of a star as you are now, I can only imagine how much bigger a star you could be if you just had the right helping hand, the right individual in your corner, just giving you, words of encouragement, helping to guide you down the tumultuous roads of professional wrestling and beyond. Someone such as myself. After Origins 2, when you had come to the ring with said steel chair, and again, I'm shocked that you took Billy away from the fans, but nonetheless, at that point, I was certain that you were prepared to sign on the dotted line with the most dominant faction in professional wrestling today, Darkness Worldwide. And even though the independent wrestling scene has come to an abrupt halt for the time being due to things obviously completely out of our control, one day, hopefully, we will have an opportunity to once again travel the highways and byways of the United States and abroad, bringing the insectoid fans the pleasure of seeing true, larger-than-life professional wrestling stars such as those presented by Darkness Worldwide to their local town, city, state. And when that happens, on the revised, refreshed, brand new roster of top-tiered talent that I would like to showcase, to travel with, to get properly showcased and booked in main event matches all across the country, it would be an absolute honor and privilege to have that revised roster headlined by none other than a true Renaissance man, a true visionary, a man who has shown an endless amount of perseverance throughout his career, who has overcome any and all odds to succeed. I would love to see Darkness Worldwide prominently feature the Heavy Metal Viking, Hooks.
You know, most of this conversation has been civil, but I've been waiting for this for the last, hour and a half? I've known this was coming. No matter how civil this conversation got, I knew that at the end, it was all coming to the build-up to this means to an end. And I just been waiting for you to bring it up. So, first of all, I should mention that if you followed the career of Hooks after I became a full-time wrestler, there's never been a time during my career where I've had a manager.
Exactly.
I've always done it on my own, and I've never felt like I needed a manager. I've always been able to handle my own affairs. So now I've got this opportunity to work with Darkness Worldwide, and you've represented some great talent. You've accomplished great things. But I'm going to say with all clarity right here on your show, and I need you to let me finish this because it's going to be a statement. I will absolutely never compete under the banner of Darkness Worldwide. And not only will I never work under the banner of Darkness Worldwide, my cousin William Wolf and I have been through hell and back. And if and when, well, not if, but definitely when FTW is kicking again, I will stand by William Wolf as a partner, as a cousin, as a brother, against any beings that he has any issue with, including Darkness Worldwide. So you can line up anybody you want, and our family never forgets. And lastly, I heard you say that you lost focus on Darkness Worldwide. There's a reason why Darkness Worldwide fell apart. And I think you should probably look in the mirror and figure that out. So why in the world would I want to join up with Darkness Worldwide when I watched your group implode and you took advantage of my cousin? So absolutely, positively, that's going to be a no from me, dog.
Okay, so, all right. So I get it. You want the star treatment. Okay, I got it. So we, with your affiliation, we don't have to say that you're a member of Darkness Worldwide per se. How does this sound? You can be the top star of Hooks Worldwide, presented by David Barnabas Spector. Now that's right there. That I would have a special placard made to put on your private dressing room door. And if you want to have Will in there with you, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, we're all family, right?
Wrong. Again, that's going to be a big no from me. I can't make it any clearer. This will never happen. In fact, the way you're doing this, he's up and running again, and once you're back and once I'm back, I've got a few issues. I don't know what members of Darkness Worldwide you even speak with anymore, but I'm always going to have it out for Amos, and I'm always going to have it out for the Tickle Monster, Stevel. I don't know if you still have any contact with these people, but the fact is, I don't forget. I don't forget what you did to William Wolf, and by what you did to me. Not only will I not be represented by David Barnabas Spector, I'm looking to take out anybody who is represented by David Barnabas Spector.
All right. So all right. I've heard enough. Obviously, Hooks, as much as I have tried to be civil and to extend the opportunity of a lifetime to you by inviting you to join the most dominant faction in wrestling ever, Darkness Worldwide, it's pretty clear to me that you've either had, suffered too many chair shots to the head, or you've had too many thumbtacks driven into your backside. I'm not sure what it is, but obviously right now you are not thinking clearly. There is no way that anyone of sane, rational thought would turn down such a lucrative offer. No doubt about it.
Well, then it looks like the honeymoon is over, and we're where we started. So I'm glad this interview went as well as it did, but I pretty much expected it to go here. And it did too. I think everybody listening not only expected this, but they're probably pretty happy with my answer.
All right, that's it. I have it. Now cut his mic, producer. Cut his mic. So let folks. All right. So I still feel good about this episode of Radio Dark. And again, even though it didn't end exactly like I had hoped, if you listen back to this episode, you'll see that Hooks and I, there's a bond. There's a bond there that just has stood the test of time. And it's just a matter of time. He's just grumpy. He probably needs a nap. Once he thinks about everything, I'm sure he'll give me a call. We'll get this worked out, and everything will be just fantastic. But, folks, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Radio Dark. To find out more about Darkness Worldwide, about yours truly, David Barnabas Spector, and about Radio Dark, follow us on social media. On Facebook at Darkness Worldwide, on Instagram at Darkness Worldwide Brand, and on Twitter at DarknessWorldW1. Now, normally, here on Radio Dark, this would be the part of the program where I would play the closing outro music that plugs where you can purchase Darkness Worldwide and Radio Dark merch from teespring.com. On this episode, and more than likely for the next few episodes, we're going to end the show a little differently. Because of this. Here on Radio Dark, we try to present a fun, entertaining, interesting program for you. In the world of pro wrestling, regardless of whether you are a hated villain or a beloved hero, at the end of the day, as much as we may argue and bicker and disagree, we're still very much a family. We're all members of that wrestling family. And as we record this particular episode on May 22nd, 2020, earlier this week, we found out about the unfortunate premature passing away of Shad Gaspard, one half of the Team Crime Time, along with JTG, from their WWE fame. From all accounts, Shad Gaspard was a good man, universally liked throughout the wrestling business. I unfortunately never had an opportunity to meet Shad, but I do know a lot of individuals, some of my mentors, who knew Shad very well and are devastated by the loss. And the man was not only in professional wrestling, but he was slowly working his way into Hollywood. Just from video clips that I've seen, from stories that folks have said and told me, just an individual full of life, which is all the more reason why this is a devastating loss. So for the next few episodes of Radio Dark, what I'm going to ask all of the listeners to do is to visit collarandelbowbrand.com. That's the website for the clothing line founded by Al Snow. And there you will see a special Shad Gaspard tribute t-shirt. 100% of the proceeds from the purchase of that shirt go to Shad's family. And I highly encourage you to go on to collarandelbowbrand.com to purchase that particular shirt. I did myself a few days ago to show respect